Hi, my name is Valerie, and I am a Communication Studies major at San Francisco State University. Today I want to talk about application of the knowledge that we've gained throughout our years as a Communication Studies major. Being able to understand theories, notions, ideas behind communication is one thing, and then being able to apply them is a whole nother thing. So it's really important that as a Communication Studies major, we can actually apply the knowledge that we have learned. I've done this through essays, blog posts, speeches, websites, and research studies. For example, in my discourse and communications class, I presented a speech, a political speech actually, which helped me to convey my political ideas and information. I was also able to write an essay about applying my knowledge on packaging and what packaging can communicate in my writing about social semiotics course. Another example would be a time when I did a presentation about power and how that power can be applied in the real world in my introduction to nonverbal communications class. Whether it was a speech, essay, presentation, or anything else, it helped me to understand how to apply this communications knowledge into my real life, and also to help me understand how relevant and important communication is in everyday life. It's really, really important that I can apply my knowledge not only in academics, but I'm able to apply it in my personal life, such as at work, at home with my family, with friends. Any way I can apply my knowledge has helped me to become a better communicator all around. This not only is applied in my personal life, but you can apply it to media, you can apply it to, for example, books, movies, magazines, articles. In this case, I wrote an essay in my critical and rhetorical methods in communications class, and my essay was a pentatic analysis of the School of Rock. So for this essay, I chose to review and analyze the School of Rock through the lens of pentatic analysis, or pentatic criticism, which was invented or based off of Kenneth Burke's work. He was a literary theorist and considered to be the father of pentatic criticism. And he helped us to understand what pentatic criticism is by asking the question, what is involved when we say what people are doing and why they are doing it? So pentatic criticism helps us to understand the worldview of the rhetor, of the speaker, and helps us, the audience, get a better idea of what he's trying to convey. To do a pentatic analysis, you must first identify the 5 elements of the pentad. Those would be act, agent, agency, scene, and purpose. And then what you have to do is you have to compare each one of these elements to each other. And whichever element has control over the other element in the movie, if it affects the other element, that element is dominant in this case. And so you tally those up. So if you have the act or the scene together and you say that the scene affected the act, then the scene would be dominant. So scene would get a point. So whichever at the end has the most points, has the most ratios that were dominant, that helps us to actually understand the worldview of the rhetor. By applying these elements, we can get a better understanding of the rhetor and the message that they're trying to send. And I think that I took from knowledge I had learned in the past as well as knowledge from this class and was able to figure out which ratios were dominant in terms of verbal and nonverbal communication within this movie. And I think that this actually just helped me be more aware of the messages I'm sending while I'm communicating. So if I choose to speak a certain way or emphasize a certain area of the conversation, you can see that that's what's more important to me. And I'm able to kind of take that in and send the message that I want to send. Throughout the class, we were briefly required to sort of show our understanding of these different criticisms, but the ability to be able to focus on pentatic criticism and go through the steps to get to the answer that you're looking for was really, really valuable for me, not only in my understanding of criticisms, but my understanding of how I communicate with others and how they're communicating with me. And I can understand that I have a better idea of what someone's trying to say. Understanding the application of not only criticisms, but any sort of lesson or information that we've learned in communication is crucial as a communication studies major. Throughout this essay, I had to display that I knew exactly how to apply each step of pentattic criticism specifically. Overall, this essay helped me learn how to be a better reader, speaker, and then receiver, as well as helped me learn exactly how to apply what I've been learning throughout my communication studies major at San Francisco State.